Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Easily Knitfluenced, and my name is Michelle. This is the second installment of my monthly favorites, which is, if you want to watch the last one, I'll link it below, but really what I started last month was just a collection of knitting patterns, upcoming releases that I've come across, not just on Ravelry, but my Instagram feed, just online, and collecting them all in one place for you guys to look at. So as with last month, I will include links to everything that has been published. Not all of them have. So there might be some stuff in here that is upcoming, so I'll issue updates for that as and when those are available. So let's get started. I want to start actually with an update on something that I mentioned last month. So last month I mentioned this sweater. And at the time, there were really no details. I just had an Instagram picture of it, but now I have details. This is by Other Loops. It's called the Flower Loop, and it is part of a collection that's been published by Lina magazine. So this is the Art of the Sea, 23 knitwear designs inspired by the Moomins. Go look on Ravelry at the patterns that are in this. This is just the one I found, which is the Flower Loop one, but there are so many cute patterns in this. It is available for pre-order. It's going to be published this month, I believe, November 2025. So yeah, I'm a little late for my October favorites, but whatever. Better late than never. Anyway, this pattern is going to be in that book. I would buy the book just for this, but there are other really adorable ones in here. I'll put up a couple pictures of them. So go to the Ravelry page. You can see all of it. It is very, very cute, and it's kind of totally up my alley. And I just love these product pictures. They're so pretty. They do a great job. So yes, that is now going to be published in the book. It's confirmed, and then there's a whole bunch of other awesome goodies in there too. So please look at that. So yeah, that's just my little update from last month. So now let's get into the new stuff. Okay, so since we're on the topic of that book, here I'm going to showcase one pattern that, again, completely coincidentally crossed my path. Maybe not coincidentally, it's the algorithm. But this is the Midsummer by Maaike van Gijn. Okay, nothing to do with fall. This is completely out of season, and I do not care. This is absolutely beautiful. I think this must be duplicate stitch. I don't know if this is color work. Let me see. This is a sport weight pattern. Floral colorwork yoke sweater, knit seamlessly from the top down. So, and does it say, oh, stranded colorwork. I thought it was duplicate stitch. I am wrong. It's stranded colorwork. That's beautiful. Okay, so stranded colorwork, you want to do a little bit of interesting colorwork. This is totally gorgeous, so delicate, so feminine. I'm in love with this. So yes, there's two patterns for sure that I love from this book, so I think I'm going to have to pre-order it. Yeah, so that's me. So let's keep going. Here's an interesting one I found by a designer I don't really know a lot about, but I think it came across my feed because I like the facet sweater. So the facet sweater is a Lee knit pattern that just released. Beautiful. But if you're not feeling that, this I think gives a very similar look with a little bit more like, it's not just plain color work. I think there's some kind of texture stitch going on here, which might be maybe a smock stitch or something, but it's lovely. This is the Trinity sweater by Caledonia Dreaming. Aran weight, and it looks like it is a raglan knit in the round top down. And it says textured pattern. Does not say what kind of stitch, but it looks a bit like a sock to me. I'm not 100% sure, but it's really cool. And I think it gives kind of a similar vibe to the facet if you wanted to pick a similar color scheme. But if you're just not a fan of the plain stranded colorwork, this might be something with a little more interest. I think this is very interesting. And this came across just randomly my Instagram feed. So I'm very happy that I found this. Okay, similar color work. This is the Popcorn Cardi by Midori Hirose. Okay, little tangent here. She's obviously, the ranunculus is her kind of prize pattern, right? That is on the hot right now on Ravelry, I think, for everybody all the time. Hot take, I actually don't like that pattern. I think she has some really beautiful stuff in her catalog that's so much nicer than that pattern, and I don't really understand why that one is so popular versus everything else, because she makes stuff like this. Like, this is so cool. I mean, it's textured. It's just, there's something so fun about this. So it's a cardigan. It looks like baubles, which I'm not exactly sure how she's doing this, but it looks like a colorwork bauble pattern. Work top down, it says, and seamlessly. So cropped pattern, very cute. I love all the colorways that she's kind of shown here in the pictures. There's one that's even like a stripy kind of pattern, so it doesn't have to be all one note. I guess if you don't like baubles, this is not one for you. I don't mind baubles. I think they're kind of fun. And it's really cool. It comes in kid sizes too, so very fun for kids if you want to just use up some scrap yarn. But yeah, I don't know why all the hype about the ranunculus when she makes stuff like this. I think this is way more up my alley, personally. So yeah, love this, love this. I would need to figure out exactly what color scheme. I like the red and the white, but there's some interesting things you could do here with color. So it might be one for a scrappy project one day. And then we're going to stick with the Japanese designers for a minute. So here is the Ring Ring Ring, Hiromi Nagasawa. This, it's lovely. It's got everything. It's got the cables in the front. It's got this beautiful, I think this is a mock fisherman's rib on the back, maybe. But just look at, I'm going to put up some sample pictures. Look at these pictures, the texture on this. Oh, it's so pretty. I mean, this is a real project, I think, with all those cables, but it's beautiful. Worsted weight pattern, so, that helps a little bit, but oh, it's so pretty. And this is, again, a top down. Oh, I stand corrected. The back is brioche. Okay, so it's not a fisherman stitch. Brioche, and then the front is all cables. Wow. I mean, it's really pretty. Really, really pretty. I saw this first picture and I thought, oh my gosh, I want that. I really want it. And then I have, okay, I'm just going to pick up my phone here because there are things that are not released on Ravelry yet, so I need to make sure that I'm not missing anything here for you guys. Because I think there was one more Japanese designer I wanted. Oh no, two more Japanese designers. So here is a pattern by Rui Yamamuro. This is the Nid sweater. Again, very textured, but very different. I really love the thick kind of single knit collar at the top. It's not a whole lot of details about this. I just see an Instagram post so far, but I really love the break in the texture pattern. So it's kind of half bit of honeycomb, and then it goes into, not entirely sure what this is. Maybe like a semi-cabled kind of pattern. It doesn't really say, but it looks great. And then I think the sleeves are a moss stitch. So again, for all the texture lovers out there, this one's for you. I love it in the white. I think the white pictures are awesome. So this is one I'm going to bookmark, and as and when I find out more information, I can tell you guys. The last Japanese designer, I think this is a Japanese designer. Yes, this is the Yumado by Kuviv. This one is on Ravelry, so I will link that. And this is a long tunic with very deep splits on the side. And I just like how unique of a garment shape this is. I think something really cool to throw on top of casual kind of everyday wear, but nice and warm, nice and cuddly. I really love this. I mean, it's basically almost a dress, so I think this would take you a long time to make, but it's really cool. It's a DK weight, so yeah, it's not going to be a quick knit, but really, really fun. I love the cut of this. Don't see a lot of stuff like this, so yeah, if you're not into dresses, but you're like, I kind of want something long to wear over pants, a tunic like this could be what you need. Okay, now our friend Rebecca Clow, the Crayabea, she has been very busy doing wonderful things. So the first pattern I found by her that I really loved this month was the Affric. So this has been published. This is a worsted weight pattern, color work, and I think this popped up because I was looking at Christmassy stuff. So this first one looks quite Christmassy with the red and the green, but you could make this whatever you want. This doesn't have to be, a holiday sweater. So again, this is color work, top down, raglan sweater. and it's bands of color work, so it's not continuous. So hopefully this could kind of keep your interest as you go through. And it says here, color work is simple and easy to memorize. Only 2 colors worked at once. Thank you, Rebecca. I love that. And it's so pretty. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling the holiday vibes. But I also, I love the blue and red one she's made too, just a kind of regular way winter sweater. So this does not have to be a holiday sweater, although I think the green and white she's done really does lean that way. But I think this is lovely. Then one she has not released yet, and this again I've got to pull up my phone for. Okay, this is the Lynx sweater for golf, I guess. Yes, it's Argyle. So this, she said, is still a while away. I'm planning a few extra variations, which is very exciting. So maybe that means a V-neck or something. But I love this exact, I think it's even matching the color of what I'm wearing right now. And then you just add the electric blue to it. This is lovely. And it's patterns that I've been eyeing up just in stores. Like I like the Argyle pattern. It seems to be very in again right now. I think I even bought my kids some store-bought sweaters that have this. So this popped across my feed and I went, oh, it's exciting. So again, I will keep an eye out for this one. There is no pattern page yet, so I guess this is still in testing. But yes, she's been a busy lady. I am here for it. I love it. She's been very productive. So happy about that. Okay, continuing on our color work journey, we have the Petland sweater by Cheryl Mukhtari or Coco Amore Knitwear. Again, I love the pictures that she has on the Ravelry page, but I'll insert the one that actually brought this to my notice. It's a very colorful, very different to the ones that are on the page, but I loved it. So again, you can really make this your own, I think. This to me looks a little bit like a dupe for, there's that petite knit pattern, the Celeste. So if you're not feeling the Celeste, this could be a nice alternative to that. Color work yoke, again, it's round yoke. You know how I feel about round yokes, but I'm telling you, I'm getting very tempted by all these wonderful, beautiful patterns that keep getting released where it's a round yoke. And I'm like, I've been hurt before, but maybe this time I can change them and it'll be different. Famous last words. Sport weight pattern. So yeah, this is, probably a bit of a project, but if you like color work, it looks like it's, again, top-down circular yoke, seamless design, so should be relatively straightforward in terms of construction. But yeah, it's a little bit fiddly in terms of color work. And let's see. It does not say how many colors at a time, but I'm just eyeballing it. I think it's probably only 2. So should be doable for beginner color work knitters, I think. Yeah, it's beautiful. She's a great designer. I really love her. I've done a couple of things by her and they've all been great. So she's a good pattern writer too. Highly recommend. Okay, moving along. Here's a fun crossover for me. So if you've been watching my channel, I've probably dropped this in a couple times. I am also a YouTube beauty aficionado. So I love makeup videos and makeup roundups. And there is a makeup content creator called Michelle Wang, who is fabulous. I will link her YouTube page down below if you haven't watched her yet, but she's great. Anyway, I discovered this completely by chance. She also used to be a knitwear designer. So my two worlds are kind of colliding because I saw a post by her about this hat that I'm putting on the screen here. Yes, it is the Pick Your Plaid hat, worsted weight, and this is by Plucky Knitter. And yeah, this is her page. She posted this. I think she is now back in collaboration with a group that she used to knit with. So I think she took a really long break from knitwear designing and now seems to be dipping her toe back in. So I'm very excited about that. But yes, it's really fun. And again, great for scraps, anything worsted weight you've got lying around, which God knows I do. So cute. And then there's lots of fun colors. If you go on the Ravelry page, there's tons of examples of really fun stuff. So again, yeah, it is all plaid, all color work. And it looks like the pattern features 3 different plaid motifs. So yeah, you could really make this something interesting, again, for gift knitting. If you just want to get through some colors that you've got, but you want to do a different pattern each time, you can do 3 different hats from this. This looks fun. I really like a lot of these designs. So very, very cute. Okay, this is not one that I'm gonna knit because I only have boys. But this is the Christmas morning dress by Knitting for Olive. So this is their usual holiday pattern release, and they have variations of this. There's the adult one, I think, which has the presents, kind of the present boxes going up the top. There is a kids one for boys, but I just know, knowing my two, that if I do all this beautiful like I-cord knitting, they're just gonna rip the things off. So I will not knit this, but if you have little girls, please knit this and send me pictures, because this, look at this Instagram picture. This is the most adorable thing. I mean, it's so cute. I have loved a lot of the Christmas patterns. I think my favorite for adults is actually the one that was released last year, which is just the plain blue, and then it had the Christmas, like the fir tree motif at the bottom of the sleeves. That's my personal favorite for adults. But I think for the ones they've done for children, this dress is my favorite. It is beyond adorable. I mean, just so cute, so cute. So I will live vicariously through any knitters out there who have little girls that they can knit for. I don't. I have two boys, and not only that, all the cousins, all the siblings, everybody else in my family only has boys. So it's not even like I could gift knit this for a little girl in the family, because there aren't any, sadly. So yeah, we're a very boy-heavy family. But if you have girls, this one, it's so cute. It is beyond adorable. Okay, now here's one. I guess I don't really feature much for the guys, but here is one for any men in your life. And I mean, honestly, you could probably adapt this for, you know, a more classically feminine body if you wanted to. It looks like kind of an oversized sweater anyway, so listen, I don't think it's that male-coded, but this is the Toffee sweater, and this is designed by Sigrid, and it's not on Ravelry as far as I can tell. I will put the link below. It's on Hip Knit Shop. So yeah, you can find it there. I'm looking at it right now, 90 kroner. So let's see, and it is published in Norwegian, English, and German. So yeah, it's not on Ravelry, but there is a link for it. It is available. I think this is a really cool pattern. I've never seen this before, but it's super fun. I like this color combo. I like the pattern itself, but again, there's so many things you could do with this. So you could even do each stripe in a different color combo if you wanted to. Really cool. So yeah, I think with some adapting, you could probably make this fit, you know, any adult, whether male or female, but it is written for men, I believe. Okay, so this is not a pattern, but it is a yarn, which I thought was interesting. We could maybe talk about. This is the cashmere yarn that's just been released by Sandnes Garn. So looks like this is not a lot of information about this yet. So I might need to pick some of this up when I go to Europe, because I have not seen this at any of my local stores anyway. But it's a fingering weight cashmere, and it looks cool. I mean, I'm a big fan generally of Sandnes Garn. I'm a big fan of cashmere yarns, so I feel like they will do a good job at this. So I'm doing a bit of an unofficial project by myself, which is just to identify my favorite cashmere yarns, I guess. So I've knit with a bunch of Pearl Soho ones. I've knit with the Illimani one, which honestly has kind of ruined all other yarns for me so far, but I'm willing to be corrected on that. I want to knit with the Cardiff Cashmere, and I want to try this one. So listen, cashmere yarn's expensive, so this is not something that's going to happen all at once, which is why I say it's an unofficial project. I don't want to rush myself into doing this, but you will probably see some of these yarns on my channel coming up, because they've been floating across my feed for a while, and it is something that I'm quite eager to try. So if anyone gets their hands on this Sandnes Garn cashmere, let me know what it's like. I would like to try it. I'm going to keep my eye out for it. If I can order it here, I will. Just need to find, you know, the right pattern for it. But they're a great company. I have no doubt that they're going to do good stuff with this. So that is it for this month, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me what your favorites have been. Anything obscure that's crossed your feed, I'm always really interested in that. I like to feature designers that maybe don't get as much of the limelight, but still have really interesting patterns. So I try to mix in, you know, people that are more well-known, and then folks like some of the folks I've mentioned here, you know, probably aren't that famous in knitting world, even though, you know, like Michelle Wang is, you know, was a legit knitwear designer. She published on Pearl Soho. It's probably been 10 years since she published something. So anything that you guys have seen that you like, please, you know, shout it out, put it in the comments. Love to hear from you guys. And thank you as always for tuning in. So I will catch you next time, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.